So Argylle is Matthew Vaughn's newest movie. If you don't know who Matthew Vaughn is, he's the director of all the Kingsman movies. He did X-Men First Class and just a few other big budget action type of films. But this, budget-wise, I think is his biggest film yet, coming in at a whopping $200 million. It has an insane cast featuring people like Henry Cavill, John Cena, Sam Rockwell, Bryce Dallas Howard. You know, there are just so many people. Like, go on IMDb and just see who's there, and it's kind of shocking, honestly. I mean, I forgot Bryan Cranston, Dua Lipa, you know, I could go on and on and on. But anyways, yeah, this movie is just kind of stacked cast-wise, and I was really interested in going to see it because I saw the cast, and I saw Matthew Vaughn, and I was like, oh, this seems like it's an original action movie by a really interesting action director with like this crazy cast and a huge budget. It should be pretty interesting, right? Now that I've seen this film, do I still think that it's a fun movie? I guess? The plot of this film is essentially Ellie Conway, who's played by Bryce Dallas Howard, is this spy author. You know, she writes all these huge spy books, and she's writing this Argylle series right now, and suddenly she discovers and is found out to be writing the truth, essentially, in that, like, her books are essentially determining the future. Yeah, like, people are kind of chasing her down and trying to find her and, like, figure out why she's able to determine the future with her books. Just, it seems kind of interesting, and like I said, it's kind of fun, but I just don't think it fully lands. This is one of those films that really just tries to have plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. Some of them you can see from a mile away, and others just make no sense really whatsoever. And like, yeah, I feel like the runtime of this movie got really extended by the plot twists, and there's just way too much emphasis and just an overuse on plot twists. I do want to talk about the cat in this film. The thing is that this is like a fully CGI cat, which they probably spent millions and millions and millions of dollars on, like, just CGIing. And honestly, that is just such a waste of money and time for VFX artists. They could have just done a better job and given more money to these artists to just fix up the VFX and the big action sequences. You essentially have just, I guess I could say, 3 big action sequences where I really noticed issues in, like, just the visuals. And yeah, the cat is fun, and honestly, I think the cat did make this movie better, but if this film had a better script, it wouldn't have needed the cat in the first place. But despite some of the cons that I am pointing out, this movie does have its fun moments. All of the performances are pretty fun, and everyone just kind of does the best job that they can. I really did like Bryce Dallas Howard and Sam Rockwell here. I thought they both just kind of fit the tone of this film really well. It's like junk food, this movie, where you eat it and you feel good at certain points, and at other points you're kind of questioning all of your decisions for why you're eating that junk food, and then after you eat the junk food, you just completely feel like crap. This film is just really hurt by its script, way too many just plot twists, and just too many locations. It tries to just do way too much, and all of it is apparently setting up a franchise that we will probably never get. Because this movie, like I said, cost $200 million to make, probably with another $100 million of advertising on top of that. There's just no way that this movie is going to make any sort of profit whatsoever for Universal and Apple. So, yeah, I mean, that's just a really tough pill to swallow with Argylle. So I would be shocked if we got a future installment in this Argylle franchise. And honestly, I'm shocked that they kept that little sequence in there that hinted at that future with Argylle, just because, you know, why are you promising things to audiences when we're probably not gonna get them? Anyways, it's kind of all I have to say with this film. 2 stars. I'm not really the biggest fan, and was really disappointed. I thought that this would be a fun, good time. You know, I expected a 3-star movie, and I was sadly let down. But what about all of you? What did you think of Argylle if you've had the chance to see it, or do you just not plan on seeing it at all? Let me know in the comments down below. I will see you all in the next video or movie review. Take care.